If you want to get a head start on college or a career, Manchester School of Technology is the place for you. Our labs have state-of-the-art equipment and technology that will let you apply the theories and skills you learn in the classroom in a real-world setting. MST students have access to internships, job shadowing, and even part-time work in the careers they are passionate about. There's no better way to prepare for your future. Here's a brief look at our 19 programs.
The reason I took this class is because my dad right now is a master mechanic at his own shop, and I've been surrounded by cars my entire life.
I love cars and I love working on cars.
I want to be a mechanic, all master mechanic when I grow up.
If you ever need to change a tire, you can just do it yourself and know how to do it the right way.
You get to use a bunch of different machines that are actually pretty cool.
My dream is to work on diesels, V6, V8 engines.
We can have friends just bring in cars and we can work on them.
Taking the class is more of a passion more than just regular work, and have it being a burden to come into class every day.
Principles of Business and Marketing was really designed for the entrepreneurial spirit.
You learn about stocking, putting merchandise out for sale. You learn about how you do orders from J. Pollup.
I want to be an event planner, so I think it helps that the store does open mic, and our teacher makes it very easy for us to come up with ideas and have them be a reality in the store.
And our students become consultants for other CTE students, those students who want to go into business for themselves.
Even if you don't go into it in college or your future, it's practical, and it's always good to know how you're spending your money.
We have lab 3 days a week, which is awesome. We get to see the kids so much, so it's a really cool opportunity. And everything that we learn in the class, we take it to the lab.
You get to write out your own lesson plans, and you get to present it as if you are the actual teacher.
I have had teachers who have meant a lot to me that I wanted to follow in their footsteps and help other kids like they did with me.
No matter what avenue you decide to go down, you're still learning the fundamentals of child development, child psychology, and also learning about them as individuals.
They just will bring everyday cheer and happiness.
It teaches you a lot about kids, and it's really amazing.
I came to the school because I started my own business at 14 years old and detailing cars. Kind of wanted to tie that in with the refinishing paint.
What I like about this program is the group work that we get to do. I get to work with people I know and I'm friends with.
They taught me how to weld, spot weld, bondo, filler, paint.
We took an old Dodge van with 16 seats in it and we chopped the roof off.
There's been a lot of cars, come and go, customer cars, personal cars. It helps them, helps us. It's been a huge opportunity, and I love MST. It's been one of the greatest things of my high school career.
I've always loved hair and nails and makeup, and I really wanted to get a deeper connection with all of it. I love when people come in and want to do crazy colors. My hair's blue. It's really fun. It's the group of people you're with. You have to get along with them to have fun.
I'm going to be able to get 200 transferable hours, which saves $2,000.
After this year, I can have my 1,500 hours to go to the state board and get my license.
We get to take what we learn in class and really apply it.
I learn from every single client. I can practice in class and get better.
Just knowing that the person you were working on, walking out with a smile, you made somebody's day and they love what you did.
Culinary and baking arts, it's split up basically into two sections. You have culinary and then you have baking.
We learn our knife cuts, portion sizes in order to work in the restaurant business and as a chef.
He taught me measurements, which I didn't even know beforehand.
We have full meals that we serve in our dining room, and we have a full functioning bakery.
One group could be on preparation, and another group would be portioning, or hot food group, which would be cooking the food.
I am now studying how to run a functioning restaurant / bakery. The knowledge that you get from this program is just overwhelming, but it will stay with you forever.
I chose DESCOM because I thought that all of the equipment and stuff that we get to use was really impressive.
You learn
the basic elements of design and composition. In DESCOM 2, you're basically taking that and putting it straight into engineering and architecture.
There's a lot of technical thinking that we have to use.
It's not just one specific form of design.
I see myself going to a 6-year architecture school. I'll have an advantage over a lot of other students who haven't used most of the programs.
I'm hoping, because of all this experience, that I can get into a good program for aerospace engineering.
It actually really did open my eyes to what architecture really is. I have a really good feeling that this actually is what I want to do.
Exploring career opportunities services students from the Manchester School District with special needs and abilities. My students learn valuable job-related skills.
Clean cars.
Laundry. Wash tables.
Take care of the plants.
Collect money. Popcorn day. Yes, that could feel. And then I'm gonna sell it.
It's fun. It's something to do while we get started.
I like to work. It's fun. So we have some fun, and as in real life, it's completely can get much.
I came into the program and they immediately sat me down and asked me what I really wanted to do. And I said I wanted to work on the PLC because I've always wanted to do like programming in the electrical field. You can program like machines, assembly lines.
You're pretty confused at first because everything's new. But like once you start getting into it, it's almost logical.
We have a wall where you can wire receptacles, outlets.
You have to wrap around how it works, not just seeing it work.
We actually run the wire in the house, put the receptacles up.
You get a certificate for doing 150 hours. It's a growing industry, like never not gonna need an electrician.
It's a very well-paying job, 15 an hour.
It's fun. You learn things every day. You're not learning nothing.
This CTE program really helps with the job aspect after because you already have these certs and you'll have the basic requirements for entry-level firefighter.
In the fire science program, there's a lot of respect and you have to have self-confidence.
You have to be physically fit too. You have to work out. You probably help you out if you go to the gym.
You sit down and you learn about what you're gonna do before you go and do it.
It's a 2-block class.
And it kind of helped me out with learning about laws in the state.
Very different branches you can go into the fire service. It doesn't have to be just strictly firefighter.
YDC has the building for us. We do most of our trainings there. It's kind of cool that we have our own building to go in and use with the different practicals that we have to do.
I've always been a fan of video games and wanted to be able to learn how to create my own.
I didn't really play that many video games in my youth, so I kind of just threw myself into game design because I knew that it would involve a lot of creativity.
We've learned how to create seamless textures.
We do level design, we do concept art.
The second years had to design a house completely from scratch, model everything, arrange it.
It doesn't even feel like school. It's just another day of having fun.
I'm thinking of going into some sort of storytelling aspect of game design.
Because of this, I can go on in my life to create video games, and it's pretty sweet.
A few things we do in class on a daily basis is learning a lot about the layout of land, different things that need to happen in order to build certain structures, and different ways your land can be used to get all you can out of it.
We do landscaping to the houses that we build every year.
If you want to be an excavator operator, a loader operator, you can even come to learn that. Hardscape too, like building walls, patios. We do a lot in the greenhouse, which is learning about gardens, horticulture, solar power.
We do hydroponics. With our solar panels, it helps us grow through all the winter. It collects the sunlight, which gives us the energy and the heat that we need to help grow our plants.
I feel like you learn 5 different subjects in the course of one class.
Through the health science program, I was able to get into the LNA program, which allows you to get your licensed nursing assistant certificate.
So far, we've been learning about infection control and hand washing and bed positions.
I recently started clinicals at Elliott, which is really cool. You get to see a lot of fun stuff if you like blood and guts and gore.
The LNA program has really given me a good feel of what the medical field is going to be like.
I wanted to be a doctor, but then I started clinicals and realized that being a doctor is kind of boring. I want to try to get my associate's degree and then go into emergency department nursing.
This
course is really a commitment, and I'm loving it.
I think that the class that I have is very unique. I have students in need that prepare the food every day for the entire school. Everything that we have is made from scratch by the students.
I love to do salads or dressings.
I learned how to cut the right way, learn how to be respectful and listen to other people.
In this class, it helps me to do cooking in the house and cleaning correctly.
Taking the food out, helping put it away, cleaning dishes.
You can talk to others with a group.
Probably want to go to culinary school and then work in the kitchen.
I like being able to forge something that comes in a sheet, just a plain blank piece of metal.
What I've really enjoyed doing is CNC control.
Pneumatics, AC/DC electronics, robotics, all sorts of welding.
I learned how to shear metal. I learned how to shape metal. I'm learning how to use a drill press and a lathe.
You get to control this machine that has pneumatic pistons.
I could be doing applied mechanisms one day, and then the next day I could be cutting something out on the plasma table.
Once you get good, you will always have a job.
There's nothing around us that isn't manufactured.
If you're one of those people that like creating things, I think manufacturing is for you.
I'm interested in law enforcement, so I feel like this class is going to help me with my future career.
I've learned throughout the course interrogation and interviewing of suspects and witnesses. I've also learned how difficult it is for officers to do their community policing, get along with the community. They teach you the bookwork of it as well, so you know the basics and everything.
You get to experience a lot of field trips, one of which being oral board. And oral board is probably one of the most stressful interviews that you can ever have while you're a police officer. They're going to sit there and ask you a lot of questions.
I was a officer in charge during the mock disaster, and it taught me how to get a hold of a very intense crisis situation.
Teaches you a lot of stuff about law, teaches discipline.
I took this class because I wanted to pursue a future in interior design.
When I was in the intro class, I got introduced to all the tools and how to use them.
Every year we build a house, and it's just been a tradition. Every year there's a new house being built. Every year there's new land being cleared. Last year's house sold for $325,000.
I'm not just sitting in the classroom, I'm actually going out and freezing cold.
We're treated like employees.
You get to actually learn how to properly use the tools.
You look back at the house and go, wow, we put that porch on, we did all that stuff. It's just fun to do and see the ending results.
In the classroom, we work on like our skills, so if we need help cutting PVC straight with the Sawzall, we'll work on that. If we're taking copper pipe, we'll put it together, solder it.
We learn about the pipes and each fitting.
First, you gotta go over all the rules and how they work. Because number one rule is you gotta be safe.
We have to build a house up there and do all the plumbing and HVAC for it.
We put all the toilets in, the sinks.
At the end of this program, it's gonna complete the first year of my apprenticeship.
I've already got a job offer as a plumber, as an apprentice, and I'm actually gonna be making like $15 an hour after school.
I just learned a lot about the field and I feel pretty prepared to go into it.
I was really excited to come here and find out they have professional software, good cameras.
You have full accessibility to all of the gear. I rent gear probably like 5 times a week.
This program is like helping me learn how to use a camera the right way and taking better quality videos and pictures.
Being part of this program has definitely helped me increase my knowledge in audio engineering and audio technology.
Studio production is pretty cool. Audio, tech director, producer, all that I would have never known without this class.
I used to think, oh, it's only directing and acting, but now I know that there's a lot more jobs and opportunities that are available.
I am always going to be a producer of videos.
Many of our programs offer Running Start or articulation credits, which means that you can earn college credit along with your high school credits. Running Start credits cost $150 for 3 credits and are transferable to hundreds of colleges and universities. Articulation credits are free, but they are for specific colleges. If you are dedicated to learning and working in one of these fields, the passionate, knowledgeable, and experienced faculty will work with you to give you the experience you need to succeed in college and a career. Remember, it is your future. Let us help you prepare for it.